The Chemtech Drake and the Hextech Drake were some of the biggest, most important additions League of Legends has seen in years. But while one was a hit, the other was a disaster.
So wards don't spot. Ay, that's gonna be so fucking annoying.
You can't put defensive wards and you can't fight in your own vision when they walk in, because everyone is invisible. So if I push in mid-wave as the enemy team, and I stand here in my invisibility, you can't do anything. You actually can't do shit.
We're fired up about Chemtech on the LEC. I think we've talked more about Chemtech than anything else. Hextech, who cares? We'll get there when we get there.
The Chemtech Dragon was overpowered, broken, and left people wondering how Riot could have possibly let this happen.
I feel like Chemtech Soul and Chemtech Dragon just shouldn't exist.
And after League devs finally removed the toxic dragon from the game, there was only one question left. Was the Chemtech Drake Riot's biggest mistake?
This is the worst dragon. Everything about it was terrible. Everything.
Before we get into the whole Chemtech fiasco, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Opera GX. I've been using the Opera GX browser for months now, and I honestly wonder how I managed to get by without it before. It's a browser built specifically for gamers, and within minutes of using it, you realize they really have thought of everything. I love the custom themes. They really allow me to make my browser feel like home, but I think my favorite aspect are the integrations. The likes of Twitch and Discord are built into Opera GX, which means I don't have to leave my browser to talk to friends or watch my favorite streamers. It's luxury. On top of that, there's also pin boards for saving everything you find online, a free VPN, and MyFlow, which allows me to easily share anything I want between all my devices. Like I said, I really don't know how I coped without Opera GX before. It really is browsing on easy mode. You can follow the link in the description box to download it for yourself for free. Elemental dragons have been a part of League of Legends since 2016, with a huge increase to their map influence added in time for the 2020 season. Each dragon modified Summoner's Rift in its own unique way, and granted buffs to allied champions that managed to take it down. For a couple of years, you had your standard Mountain, Cloud, Ocean, and Infernal Drakes, as well as an Elder Dragon if your team was able to slay all 4 Elemental Lizards throughout the course of the game. But the 2022 preseason introduced a surprising update to League's Drake roster, the Hextech and Chemtech Dragons. Killing the electrified Hextech Drake gave your team more ability haste and higher overall attack speed. And if it was the 4th one, slain on the Rift, the Soul provided champions bonus damage and a slow against the opposing team, while chain striking up to 3 nearby enemies. The map would also spawn Hextech gates that could teleport you to set locations on the map. Honestly, most people were excited for this new dragon.
It creates Hextech gates that can transport you to set locations across the map.
Whoa, that's so sick!
The Chemtech Dragon, on the other hand, was problematic. Killing it gave you and your allies increased damage against any enemies with lower HP than you. Its Dragon Soul put dead champions into a zombie state where they could continue firing off attacks for a few more seconds after they'd been slain. Additionally, the Chemtech Drake putrefied the map, creating camouflage zones on both sides that basically made everyone in them invisible and turned off all regular wards. And right off the bat, it seemed like most players found something they didn't like about the Chemtech variant.
When you die, you'll enter a zombie state, where you can still cast abilities and continue fighting when you'd normally be looking at a gray screen.
I don't know about this. They're kind of trolling.
Increased damage when your HP is low. So literally useless for AD carries. Thank you, Riot.
These dragons might seem more impactful than the current ones. And, well, they are.
What the f is going on?
But, of course, despite the initial reactions, it was hard to tell how exactly the new dragons would affect the game based off the pre-season announcement alone. After the PBE with the 2 new dragons released though, it became obvious pretty quickly that the Chemtech Dragon was a problem.
Dude, what is... Dude, f*** this goddamn map! Holy shit!
Ooh. No! Wait! Chemtech Soul! Chemtech Soul! Come here! No way!
As of November 30th, the team with Chemtech Soul wins 91% of their games in contrast to Infernal Soul's 86. That's a very substantial disparity. I mean, if you think about it, you have to kill every member on the enemy team twice, which is no easy task.
It feels like the Chemtech Soul map is just the worst experience to play by far.
Annoyingly, it wasn't just that the Chemtech Dragon was OP. The new edition also had plenty of game-breaking bugs for players to discover. And to make matters even worse, the Chemtech monster was due to be dropped into pro play in all of its unbalanced, bug-riddled glory.
What Riot need to do is they need to sort their shit out with this Chemtech Dragon. The Chemtech Dragon map is terrible for a losing team. It actually skews it a little bit, I would say. When your enemy team is ahead and they can push you into your tier 2s and they can just stand around here in visibility and you can't put defensive vision, it's so hard to play the game.
Despite the community's concerns, Riot let the Chemtech Drake loose onto the competitive stage. Maybe the thinking was that the pros would find a way to tame the Chemtech beast and make it work for everyone. Who knows? But unsurprisingly, something that broken just kept right on being a poorly balanced hot mess.
Did you know what happens if you stand in the Chemtech fog?
No.
Up to 10% damage to champions with greater current health than you.
Really?
Just from being in the fog. No one knows this. No one knows it.
He's gonna get himself away, but he gets jumped on straight away. That's it. Game over. Nothing he can do. Nexus turrets fall. They actually get 2 more kill on Rich, but they have the Chem Soul. He gets a triple kill. Can he end the game? He's gonna spawn back up. They need to CC him immediately. They get him. Oh my god! What?
And then the unthinkable happened. A measly 2 weeks after its grand induction into the competitive circuit, the Chemtech Dragon was removed from League for being too frustrating and basically breaking the game for pros and casuals alike. The community was both shocked and ecstatic.
Did they actually disable Chemtech? This is fake, right? Disabling the Chem Drake, they do! They actually do!
The Chemtech Drake has been disabled.
Oh my god.
So that means goodbye. Goodbye. F's in the chat for Chemtech Drake. We are saying goodbye to that one. I was going to say it, not even worried about it. I just want to get rid of it.
Actually. No, I think about it. Good riddance.
Well, there we go. AR Dragon is taken down.
Now, you've got to remember, Riot had never removed anything this big from League before. It just didn't happen. They reworked champions or map features to the point that they became nearly unrecognizable, but they never gone all the way and just straight up disabled a major game mechanic. So the change was a huge deal.
This thing never happened before, you know, getting rid of a Drake, so, but I think he deserves this removal. You know, he doesn't deserve to be on the Rift, to be honest.
Riot didn't give up on their problem child entirely though. Behind the scenes, the developers were working on creating Chemtech Drake 2.0, one that wouldn't have the entire scene up in arms. And by pre-season 2023, it was ready.
Scry's Bloom will grant movement speed when moving towards revealed enemies, and Blast Cone will take you further than ever before. Like
oh shit! Wait, that's sick!
That's so much better than fucking old shit.
That seems extremely fun to do and extremely, like, what the f did I do?
The new Chemtech Drake was obviously compared to its original iteration, with most people agreeing that the updated Dragon was a vast improvement over its predecessor.
Check this out, Synapse! No way, right? I love the new blast code.
But of course, you can't please everyone.
If this soul comes through, not only do we already have an issue with bruisers, like there's been a bruiser issue with League of Legends for a while, it's just gonna make it like 10 times worse. Like this, I would argue that this soul is more OP than like the old one.
Still, the majority of the player base seemed happy with the new Chemtech Dragon, and that's what mattered. And sure, it was nice to see Riot listening to the League community, owning their mistake and taking steps to resolve the issue. But considering just how important balance is to a healthy and thriving League of Legends, how the hell did something as egregiously broken as the Chemtech Dragon get past the developers in the first place?
God, it's this fucking soul. Never mind, bro. Never mind. We actually can't win. Holy shit.
Pros, casuals, and everyone in between hated it. So why was it even allowed in the game?
What do you think about the fog?
Chem fog.
Yeah, the chem fog. Pick or ban?
The chem fog.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, what am I doing? Riot, sorry.
The sheer scale of the up and the potential repercussions for the player base pretty much solidify the Chemtech Dragon as the greatest mistake Riot has ever made, but it's unlikely to be their last. If nothing else, hopefully the Chemtech Drake saga will serve as an example of how showing a bit of humility, taking responsibility for your actions, and making meaningful changes can turn even the most nuclear situations around.
Told you, bro! And Chemtech Soul ain't shit! Overrated!
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring the notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit us up on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.